The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Back to throw, it's Madsen. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And BYU will get the first down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Madsen. got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
And back to the air on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He wants to throw it again. Steps away. Slings it downfield. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Kentucky going quickly.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Looking to throw for it. The quick out. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. 30 short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Bringing the heat. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forced.
Gashes the heart of the knee. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
The extra point here would tie the game. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And the pass rush gets home.
And the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. BYU 7, Kentucky 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Kentucky 6.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going to lose a yard on that one. BYU lines up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Madison. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it. Touchdown, Cougar! Fit it in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the grab on the left. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great catch and run for 6. How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. Well, you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You know, stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. off the play fake on first down to throw. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Forced out of the pocket. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge 3rd down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. It's a running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Got the quick pass. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He's going to fire deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Looking for the fourth down conversion, BYU comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Cougars. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Kentucky. They take the lead with the 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over Charlotte. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits and makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
Throws for the tight end. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range there. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Got a man. It's Humphries. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going
right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage of it.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Kentucky right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Line getting set on second down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every...
Touchdown, Wildcats! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 10 over Purdue. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Wegman. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BYU! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Here comes the two-point try. Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always So exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Not all DBs make the play at the end.